25th Amendment, and why Democrats always lose. Because you guys have never read the Constitution. You go into political lives all day, every day, screaming and shouting feelings, thinking that you're right, and when called out, you cry. Why don't you just read the Constitution? 4,500 words. So let's have a look here at the 25th Amendment. In case of a removal of the president from office or his passing or resignation, the vice president shall become president. So J.D. Vance would become president. Well, who becomes VP? Democrats love to scream and shout that there's going to be the Speaker of the House, is the Speaker of the House, is the Speaker of the House. That's wrong. Section 2. Whenever there is a vacancy in the office of the Vice President, the President shall nominate a Vice President who shall take office upon confirmation by a majority of both houses of Congress. So the President gets to nominate the new VP. That's how we got Ford elected. Not voted in by the people, not an automatic position. Congress must approve, not by a supermajority, just a majority. That's why when Nixon stepped down, Ford, the unelected VP, became president, and he nominated Rockefeller. And that is exactly how Republicans used the 25th Amendment to take over the executive branch in the 1970s. See, US citizens actually think America's a country. They think genders have rights. They go into lives talking about women's rights in America, and when I call them out, they cry. You see, if you are in any way of a patriot, you'd know it's the Constitution of the United States. You'd know that all persons have rights. That doesn't say all persons born will be given a label of color and gender at birth. It doesn't say all persons born become America's citizens. So why do you guys hate the Constitution? And when corrected, you cry. But yet you won't defend the Constitution. You'll attack people trying to educate you. This is why the United States will always fail. Because its US citizens are in their feelings and will never read the Constitution. You're so uninformed you think America's a country. You think genders have rights. You think the 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote when it changed the word male to the word sex. There's no such thing as the women's right to vote. There's your 19th Amendment. So where's this women's right to vote that you guys talk about? See, the 19th Amendment changed the 14th Amendment, Section 2, the word male inhabitants, to the word can't be denied or abridged on account of sex. There's no gender in the Constitution. 7 articles, 27 amendments that US citizens have never read. They think America's a country because they're American. That would be like thinking Europe's a country because you're European. The level of undereducation in the United States and feelings and performative nonsense, all while people cash app, is absolutely horrendous. So the problem in the United States isn't the politicians, it's the citizens. The fact that you don't want to read the Constitution, you don't want to actually learn, and you don't want to defend the United States. But damn, do you all get annoyed when you get called out on your bullshit? Get a copy of the Constitution below, or don't. I don't really care. Because as far as I'm concerned, the United States is done, and it's America now, because you all let the United States fail. Congratulations, US citizens.